All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Beach Bus Influencers podcast, where we talk all about effective business strategies, mindset strategies. What else we talk about? I don't know. Now. All kinds of things dogs, family, kids.
Whatever we decide to that week.
And today we have me, Kat Krasilnikov, Fran Lobsher, Adrian Lindeen, and Carrie Hyam. And we're going to talk about something that might get you thinking. We're going to talk about general entrepreneurship and how many people don't go into this particular side of it because they think they don't know enough yet, they don't have enough certifications, their information is not worth charging high ticket price because they're just not there yet. But I'm 100% sure this is just a limiting belief, the story that you told yourself that's actually costing you a lot of money, growth, and you holding yourself back from impacting more people when you refuse charging premium price for your services. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Even if you don't have an offer yet at all, or you're just thinking that you might create something in the future, or already have an offer but still hesitating to charge premium price because all of the things that you don't have, this podcast will be helpful for you. So, who wants to get started?
I mean, I can kind of get us out of the gate here because as you're talking, I was thinking, a lot of entrepreneurs, when, they're launching their business, right? They're super excited and, they're thinking like, I just need to sell this many, right? To get to my goal. Then it's like, oh, like that, it becomes a lot of work. So it's like, how do I get in front of more people? Because I need to sell so many. Right. And I'll tell y'all, like, that's almost how Beach Boss got started. That is how Beach Boss
Oh,
That
got
this
is
is
how
a
started.
Beach
cool
Boss
story.
started.
Tell the
We
story how we got.
actually,
What was our plan in the beginning? That I mean, it's
yeah.
legendary. It's legendary. It's still we still did not achieve that goal, but
Yeah.
We're
So
still convinced we want to do it.
we will. I promise you.
yeah. So when we got started, the reason it got started was we wanted to help more network marketers other than just people in our team, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, how can we get this launched and get it out to the masses? And we were like, if we just got a group of 10,000 people paying $34 a month, like, oh my gosh, right? And what we found actually is, first of all, we were undervaluing what it is that we were educating people with. We knew what we invested in to learn these skill sets. We were undervaluing that, not just that, but once we actually created high ticket, right? We actually were able to scale, hit revenue goals and stuff in our business without having to get more people, if that makes sense, right? Less work because you have a high ticket offer on the back end, right? You don't need as many people. Anyways, though, but that's how Beach Boss actually got started. We were just like, how many more? Like I was telling the beaches, I actually have a notebook and I tracked out like every month how many we needed to hit. Like, let me tell you, 10,000 was
Well,
really
if
far
we do the
away.
math, if you have 10,000 subscribers who pay you $35 a month, that's $350,000 check
Yep.
monthly revenue. That is not, it's cool to have that kind of revenue, but what we didn't realize that in order to get 10,000 subscribers, you have to have big muscles, big marketing muscles. You have to use paid traffic because doing it organically, I mean, it is possible, but probably can take like 10 years. There are people who can do it sooner, but still, 3 years, 5 years. We didn't have 5 years. We wanted it like now, next month. We wanted it next month, right? What we realized that also when you charge people not enough for the value that you provide, they don't value your services. And
Yep.
I'm guilty myself. Like I have subscriptions that, I pay $20 for a month and I don't even remember like what I'm paying for.
Yep.
What is it for? It's just, oh, maybe one day I'll need it. I look at it and literally I'm wasting my money and I'm not utilizing what I paid for. I don't even know if it's good or not. Like it's just, and eventually I would cancel, right? How many times we got something really cheap? Oh my gosh, we stayed in for 3 months and we didn't even open it. And then we
I was
canceled
gonna
it.
say, but what did you even do with it, right? Like
Nothing.
Yep.
you
And
bought
that's
it,
what
you got
majority
charged
of
a few months in a
Yeah.
row, but
that's what
you didn't
majority of
really.
people, it's behavior. We don't
Yep.
value things that we don't pay for or pay very
Yep.
Yep.
little. So what actually happened when we created our first high ticket program that was priced at $5,000? We generated that $350,000 revenue in the next month.
Yep.
We wanted it the next month and we got it, but not by selling a cheap thing to many people, but by selling really expensive thing to few people.
What's fascinating is that when we put the higher ticket price on that thing, it was the same thing that we were teaching people for
Exact
$34.
same content.
The exact same content. We just put it in a package that was worth
We put it
more
in an expensive box.
in an inexpensive box,
With a
right?
pretty bow.
And and because of that, people actually took it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
They thought in it signified to their brain, this is a premium price. I'm gonna get a premium result.
And the
Yeah.
people that you get buying it are premium people.
Mhm.
Yes.
What you may find, so if you have a low ticket offer, if you have a monthly offer and it is a low ticket offer, you may be finding that you have a lot of churn. So you have people who come in and they cancel and come in and cancel and come in and cancel, and it gets super frustrating.
We
It
need to
gets,
hire a full-time person just to keep up with
it's
Yeah.
cancellations
just,
and
it
enrollments. That
And
was
if
a
you
yeah.
don't have a
nightmare.
team, like that is not how you want to be spending your
No.
time as a business owner.
So people who are not taking it seriously, who are not doing the work, who are then not getting the results, not referring other people, and whereas
They're
if
called
you,
cheaple.
they are called
Cheap people.
people. Yeah. And so by raising your price is you are going to attract those premium people who actually take it seriously, who actually will implement, who will get the results so that you get amazing testimonials that you can then promote it to other people, and you are going to get more and more and more people coming into it because they value what it is. They value what they've invested. And they value what it is that they're learning. It's
You're
kind of a
actually going to
no-brainer.
serve people on a higher level if you charge more.
Yeah.
So charging
And
premium price is actually serving people. It's
yes.
service.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not whatever some people think
Yeah.
it is.
And in fact, just to give y'all an idea is, we launched it originally with this like we need more, right? We need more people to get us where we want to go. And within 14 months of us making this move, right, of like upping our value, holding people who came into our community, like, feet to the flame, which meant they're taking action in their business, they're getting results in their business. We created, Beach Boss grew to six figures in 14 months of changing and moving into that move. And then 2 months later, it hit seven figures, right? Like, so imagine being able to do that like in your business, accelerate that fast just by upping your value in your offer. And not only that, but Kat mentioned something before, is if you want to get in front of a lot more people, you need to start using paid traffic. So if you have a low cost of an offer and you're paying advertising dollars, how are you breaking even or creating profit in your business as a business owner if you don't have a high ticket offer on the back end to cover your ad dollars and bring extra revenue and profit into your business?
Yeah. If it costs, for you to get 100 something dollars to get one customer that will pay you $34, then you're in a hole. That's not a business.
You're going on.
That's keeping Zach. We call him Zach. You guys will understand who Zach is. That's keeping Zach rich. I don't want to say the actual name, but you guys will understand. Not your business, right? You will not be able to sustain this business model if you don't have a high ticket offer attached in the back to your low ticket offer. And yes, running paid advertising will accelerate your growth probably 100 times faster than organic growth. I admire people who have grown organically. There's a lot of work, a lot of time nurturing, putting content, doing all kinds of things. I admire those people, but I personally, and we probably all of us, we don't have enough patience to do that. We don't have even enough resources, enough brain power. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's going to take forever. And usually, what happens to people who don't see results in a while, they quit. That's why it's so hard to grow organically, because people will do the work for, 3 weeks, 3 months, a year, not seeing, growth or very little growth, and they quit when they probably were just, one extra push away from going snowballing. I call it snowballing. They quit, right? They start something else, they start over again. It's a pain in the butt to keep starting and quitting. Only those who stay in the game get successful. And actually, I was thinking about just today. If you want to know which people are actually getting results in their businesses, actually making money, look for how long they've been doing it. If these people are still, someone asked me on social media, oh, you still doing this? It's been like 7 years since I've started. I'm like, yeah, I'm still doing it. If people still doing it 8 years later, it means they're making money. And if they keep switching to one thing, from one thing to another, means they're just blowing smoke into your face. Yeah. So look at people who've been around for a while and they do an exact same thing they were doing 3 years ago, 5 years ago. It means they're actually making money and they can tell you what's working, what's not working, and what you can be doing next for your business.
So if you've liked what you've been hearing in this episode, smash the subscribe button, give us some likes and some hearts, and keep coming back and hanging out with us as we, talk about all things of being in business, being your own business owner, right? Whether you're an entrepreneur, network marketer, whatever that looks like, but dog owner, mom, all the things. But anyways, catch us next time and we'll see you then.
See ya.
Bye.